Good morning, everybody. We are live. As you can see here, that's the 4-hour chart. Yesterday we had an in-bar daily candle, which I will show you. It's here actually. That's the daily candles. So that was Wednesday. This candle here, big news. And yesterday we had an inside bar candle. We didn't went to the low or either to the high to take out the liquidity, but I believe it will happen today. We can see on the stochastic that we were actually expecting to go lower, which we did from this low here. Let me show you exactly here. So what this is telling me, or told me actually back then, is that this low here, this high would hold. So if you put your stop loss here, you should be good for a move. So let's say you are trading my 4-hour setup, right? Oh, that's actually on the daily, but let me show you anyways. You put the fib that way, and now you can look for entries here. And as you know from my trading, how I trade is actually very easy. So this trade would, so would this move happen actually on Sunday 19, Monday, okay, that's Monday 20 of April, so that's a 10-day trading move, okay? But you did nothing else. Let me just show you my camera, my beautiful face, so we can talk face to face. Hello. Let me explain to you. If you would trade just this setup, then you got triggered in the trade here. Let me show you. The 0.61 on the fib, you would have an entry here, right? Another entry you would have here, 38. But the 17 never happened to pull back, right? So you could already be out of the trade. It took some time, 29, like 9 days. This is a daily chart, remember, okay? So you would actually be like from here up, then you go down, again up. We don't know what's going on. You could potentially just go break even out or already in the profit, and then we got this move, and you should be out from this trade with a nice profit. Yes, it was 8-9 days of waiting, but we got a trade. That's important, right? That's the daily chart, and you would have a nice trade. Let me show you now the 4-day, but that's the daily break. That's very important here from the daily. See, I'm writing everything, so I know what I'm dealing with. Let's go to the 4-hour chart now. What is right now happening? Let me see, 83. It's a perfect bull flag on Ethereum. Perfect bull flag. We can see on my chart the first indicator that I'm here showing you with my mouse. You see that? That's the MACD. On the 4-hour, we are turning positive, which is very powerful and strong. So we can expect, I believe, to go back to 2,344 or even higher. 1 hour positive below the pivot. 30-minute positive MACD, you can see here, and the 15, that was a perfect bull flag. Even if you go down the 5-minute here, you can see perfect bull flag. We put it here, like down, that was a perfect bull flag. Perfect. All right. right, let's go back to the 15, and yeah, you could take some profits. This time, what time happened? This is 7 in the morning, Paris time. We got this push up. We go to the ES. ES, crazy move up. Let me see gold. Gold is right now selling off, and as we can see on the 4 hour, looks like it will break gold. Look at that. Yes, the 4 hour MACD is still positive, but look at the 1 hour, 30 minutes, and 15 all negative MACDs, which indicates that we will go down. We will break this low here, and we go down like nice. Look at this move. Wow. I missed this move. What a shame. Crazy. But now we need to wait for a pullback, and then you go back in the action. What you can do is you can wait on the 15 minutes for pullback, and then you re-enter. Wow, look at the 5 minute. That was a perfect entry here. Look at that. You see the stochastic, it's way overbought, which indicates that we will have a lower low. And you can see on the orange line, that's kind of a VWAP on this chart. What's telling us exactly to short down. Short, short, short. Everything is negative. So you just look for your perfect opportunities. That's even the 2 minute, but on the 5 minute, it's really nice to see the bear flag. Beautiful. I was not aware of the move in gold. Let me see. Oil must be going up, I believe. What's going on? $102, the price of oil. Okay. Everything is negative. The MACDs, of course. Yeah, I would short this now, but I'm not trading oil. I will go here. You see the 1 hour flip? It happened here. So you can go right now and you put your stop loss just above this candle. You can target 1 to 1 or 1 to 2. That could be the move. Okay, but we will have now a pushback. You can see here the stochastic, and even on the 1 hour, 30 minute, 15. This could be one trade idea. Let me see the FTSE. The FTSE is moving with the S&P 500 because I believe from my research that I believe 50 or 60% in the FTSE, the UK 100 England, are related to the S&P 500. That's why it's moving together. Alright, let me see now this. Crazy move. We will have a pullback, a nice pullback. Now, 30 minutes it's here. Okay. Great. Okay, like this is back the chart. Sorry to jumping from here to there, but that's the 4 hour move. You see that? That's the 4 hour. This is the daily break low from here, right? But look how many trades we got here. That's the 4 hour chart. First move, we broke this low here. Wow, that's a clear low, right? So then we can take our Fibonacci retracement, we put it, and like this, you should know that if you took my course or you watched the video on my channel here. And we are targeting the entries like 0.61. This is the first entry here. That's the first entry. Stop loss is going to here, and the target here eventually, right? This is how you can play this. So we got triggered in this move. This is Wednesday. That was Wednesday 29. All right. And in one day we got our TP hit. That was nice. Very good trade. That was a trade of the week. How much could you make? Depends. How much you risk. And by the way, I'm not a financial advisor. All here is for entertainment purposes only, educational, my point of view, my opinion, because what I do is just what I know and from my experience telling you. But you're different. You are different. Better than me? Maybe not, maybe yes, we don't know. That was a great move for this week. Great move. And even that was a great move, yeah. Look at that. And this move happened Saturday. Big sell-off Sunday, and then we got this. That was a nice move, but took a little bit longer. Here I'm talking about this move. And that's all the 4-hour chart. You see, even we got here the big diversion. Wow, we could even short it here. I missed this move here, shorting down. But if you take the fib, you take the low, you put it up, right? That's the high. Look at the opportunities that you got here. Many. You would be in the trade. You could take profit, but it will not hit your TP. Depends. If you trade this 1-to-1, that's the entry here, right? Stop loss is going to the red line. We target 1-to-1. Exactly, your TP would be hit if you target 1-to-1 from the 0.382 entry. But yeah, 2 good trades on the 4-hour chart. You don't need more trades. You need 1 good trade per week, and you should be good with trading. Because the more you trade, the more it's not necessary that you will make more money. So that's from my experience. All right, on the 1-hour chart here we have, you can see the point of control in April, the month of April. Here's a high liquidity, and as well on the bottom here. So now what we can expect is kind of a pullback. To where? That's a good question. That's why I'll take my anchor VWAP and I will place it here. So now from this move here we can see the average volume, the VWAP, it's this price, 2,256.58. This is the average volume here that was traded in this range. So if I see a price coming back to here, I will enter for sure here. That's important. What do we have here? We have here Ethereum, we have Bitcoin and XRP. What I have here, you can see the indicator on the bottom. This is telling me the divergence. I can see the divergence on the stochastic, but I still have an indicator telling me the divergence much easier. And you can see here the DD, double D, very strong divergence. And this is where it happened, the divergence. You can see exactly here. Yes, we kind of missed the move, but we did not. Yes, this was the trigger point for our divergence, so we could enter on this here very safe, and we could risk not much. Then we got a 4-hour candle. Let me zoom this in so you can see better. Yeah, that was the entry, for example, a safe entry. Small 4-hour candle, New York opening, you can enter. If we go below again, stop loss just above the wick, so that would be 14, let's do 15 points, right? And you can target 1-to-1, 1-to-2, really up to you, or you can just refer to any low here and target the lows. And that's on the 4-hour chart. So people always ask me how much money I can make. It depends how much you are willing to risk. So if you're willing to risk $500 on this, you would make $500, even 1,000 is possible. If you risking 10,000, well, you could make 10,000 or even 20 on this specific setup. All right, very good diversion on the 4 hour, and even here was a nice diversion. And then if you enter immediately here, you will still have a nice move, but that was yesterday the news. And let's see what happens if we take now our Fibonacci retracement. Let's see the volume. All right, the point of control of this move, it's here. So where do we can go? Well, I will put my volume profile here. And now that's a different story, right? You see that? We are right now at the point of control from this move from Monday. So that's the weekly point of control. We are right now at the point of control. You can see immediately a reaction or rejection, reaction of course, and the volume area high, it's just here, 322, volume area low, 253. Now we could look for entries, but I will still wait because the stochastic is quite low. Let me see the 1 hour chart. Yeah, we will have for sure a pullback, because you can see here, look at the point of control, it's here, 288. Yeah, let's take the volume profile on Bitcoin. Different story. So you can see here the volume profile, it's below here. That was the most traded volume here. XRP, so Ethereum was not correlating volume with Bitcoin and XRP. You can see clearly here. Alright, what do we have on the 1 hour? That was the flip. I didn't see it because I was sleeping. You see the flip on the 1 hour? This is what we trade. I trade the 4 hour setup and the 1 hour flip. And yeah. It was a beautiful here setup. What time was that? Let me see. 2 in the morning, so that was Asia Open, Tokyo. Let's go back. Let's see what happened here. That was the flip here. That's the 30-minute candle, right? That's the 15. So this opened at 2. Alright, this is this setup here. You see that? The MACD, it's turning up, very important on the 30 minutes, 15 minutes, on the 1 hour we are already positive, and the 4 hour it's following. We were in the positive trend, all looks very good. I was just sleeping, so I couldn't enter the trade. But this is the trade from 2 to 3. And then you could enter here, a small position, stop loss is just going below the 1 hour candle. Let me show you. Here we go. That will be the entry. That will be the stop loss. Stop loss actually here below this candle. Okay. So the stop loss would be 7 points in this case. And we would hit it very fast, the 7 points 1 to 1. And then it exploded anyways, the trade. From tonight, the CBC flip on Ethereum. Let me check Bitcoin. If we had here flip, we did 1, 2, XRP as well. Let me see the other coins, what we had. H-bar, look at the move on H-bar. Nice. Cardano. Everybody was following Bitcoin, and this is what people don't understand. If you see Ethereum and Bitcoin moving up, then the altcoins are following. So if you're fast enough and smart enough, you can get in on an altcoin and make some money for eating. let's go back to XRP. People ask me, why do I have XRP on the chart, Bitcoin and Ethereum? Well, because I have those coins and I can trade them. Alright guys, you can join my Discord for free here. I'm sharing with you my trade. I show you my trades after explaining exactly what happened. back. If you have any questions, please let me know. See the support? That's the VWAP that I put on, and it's just reacting beautiful from the anchor VWAP support, which is here. What a rejection! Beautiful. Wow. Beautiful. Let me see, the volume profile should be similar to the anchor VWAP. Okay, it's not. So the most volume traded from this move, it's in this size, so you could take here a short, and yeah, most likely you will get a nice rejection. For example, if you take like this, could be good. Why not? We can see here a lot of divergences, hidden, not hidden. That's the 4-hour chart on Ethereum. That's the different cryptos that I'm having. We have here the 1 hour. So what do we have here? We have here the point of control at 288. 288, it happened here. Right, that's the point of control. 288. Yeah, that's the point of control. That's the 15-minute. It's a little bit different chart and indicators, but I know what they do. I'm just sometimes going back to check the fair value gaps here. And you can see we have here a nice fair value gap. We have high volume, of course, on this candle. Yeah. Look at the rejection from the point of control, 288. Look at this volume that came in. These were all passive limit shorts, if you ask me. But I don't know. Let me see this chart. You can see that's a different setup that I'm looking. That's the S&P, the Nasdaq. I'm having Nvidia, Tesla on this chart, and of course this chart, the flip. I have gold, oil. Oil is coming up now, I see. But the S&P doesn't look very good. Of course, we are at the all-time high, so we can expect some move back. But Nasdaq as well, having a pullback now. Let's see, where do we go? What is the move? I'm not in control of that, that's for sure. I would love to go in the trade right now, but there is time for everything, and we are 35 minutes away from the London opening. And yeah, let's wait what happens. Let's wait. Let's go to my fxbook.com. We can see here the news. You can see here holiday. these countries, but that's mostly European. In America, they don't have any holiday. We have big news at 4 p.m. That's actually 10 a.m. in New York. We will see some movements. We have in Switzerland big movements, big news, sorry. But yeah. And then Monday, what's happened Monday? Let's see. Tomorrow, next week. That's Monday. What do we have? No news in America, big. We have Australia, Spain, high news. And then, of course, yeah, that's Tuesday. Exactly. Tuesday, we have big, heavy news. America, great. Today, I'm expecting not much going on because, yeah, we had Wednesday, we had big news. Yesterday as well, so today this will be very, very quiet, I believe. So Tuesday is the action day, and then we have yeah, Wednesday again heavy news, which is great. And then Thursday in America again big news, nice. And then Friday big news. So only Monday we have no news, and then every day we have some nice news in America. We had Wednesday, great news. I mean, great news. When we have the news, we have the movement, and that's very important. Gold is crashing down, like I told you. I saw it happening. We have a breakout in oil, So there were nice moves, very nice. So where can gold go? Well, I'm afraid we can go to 544, 45. Yeah. Yeah, today will be very slow, so I think I'll go to the beach to spend my day better because I see no action today. We're still away from the opening, like 27 minutes. Let's see what happens. But all right, so we have now the S&P pushing down, but we will have a pullback up, that's for sure. Negative 30.15, and the 1 hour looks like it will go as well. What do we have here? Some action going on. Earl, nice breakout. You see the push down coming now. I told you guys today we will have not much action. It's Friday. It's 1st of May. In European country have holidays. In America, not sure, but yeah, we got our news on Wednesday that was really heavy. And I'm back. So I will still wait for the London opening, but I will not trade today. It looks slow. Anyways, I will have some alerts on. If I get a setup, they will notify me. That's the best. What's the point sitting behind the computer and just hoping to get a trade now? That's why we have alerts on the phone, and then we can enter as we go. You can be on the beach, you can be doing whatever you want. If you have your phone saying to you there is some movement, some action going on. Right, okay. Gold crashing down now. Very good. What time is it? 8:40 a.m. in Paris. So yeah. We can see some action. That's the 10-minute chart you can see I have. And we have a nice pullback on Bitcoin, Ethereum right now. Very nice. MACD crossing negative. On the 5 we are already negative, which is nice. 15 now, I would like to see a pullback and then a breakdown, like if this will happen. Like we said, we have at 2288 a point of control, which is like massive, and you can see the wick, the rejection was like heavy. When you see the volume here as well. Look at the volume here on the 5 minute. Look at the rejection. What heavy volume. Crazy. What a move from gold, incredible. Very nice move. Now we have a VWAP here, Ethereum, you can see 278. If this is not breaking, then that's making no point to go anyways. Below you can see here 278, my orange line. If you don't break that and then go back, it doesn't really matter. I'm not trading that. Right now we are at the VWAP. You can see that. So we got some movement finally, and S&P as well. The S&P, we will see a pullback now up, because I can see it's oversold. 278. We're all in the bullish trend still here in Ethereum. That's why it doesn't really matter. What's the Asia high? Let's see. The Asia. Asia low. Yeah, it's quiet move. Today I'll go away because we can see there is not much going on anyways. Holidays. So people don't work, people don't trade. That's it. And then we can go now and finish. Alright, I will finish today. See you tomorrow. Not tomorrow, Monday, sorry. All the best.